Hey, what's going on everyone out there in YouTube land? So today we're going to check out a brand new device coming from Vaporesso. Now this is a kit. It will include a sub-ohm tank. This one is called the Vaporesso Transformer, and it will include the NRG sub-ohm tank. At the moment, I got the 0.15 ohm coil installed. Got it loaded up with some of the strawberry gummy from Glass e-liquid. Got it set to 70 watts, and we're going to have a vape. Let's do it. Not bad, not bad. Now, for some reason, when Vaporesso sent this for review, they sent just the mod, the tank, and one coil wrapped in plastic. They didn't send the packaging, they didn't send the accessories, they didn't send the extra shells, they didn't send the LED version, just the normal version, just wrapped in plastic. So I'm not going to be able to show you guys all the accessories and the presentation box and all that, and I'm not sure why they did that, but I do know the device is still somewhat new. A few websites do have a pre-order going on, and it seems the going price for the kit is anywhere between $89 and $99. So let's have a closer look at this new device coming from Vaporesso called the Transformer. Now this is a kit. It will include the NRG tank, and for some reason Vaporesso, they just sent me the mod and the tank. They didn't send the box, the packaging, the manual, any of the accessories. All they sent was just like this, wrapped up in plastic. So this is pretty much all I can show you guys. I did hunt down a photo to show you guys what you will get inside the kit, and they will include 2 coil heads. You'll get the NRG tank, the device itself, micro USB cable. You'll get an extra glass tank, and you will get a user manual. Dimensions on the Transformer, we're looking at 89 millimeters tall, 53 millimeters wide, and 31 millimeters thick. It is constructed of a zinc alloy and a hard plastic. Now, if we do a quick size comparison of the Transformer up against their previous device, the Revenger, which is also a dual 18650, you'll see the Revenger is a little bit smaller when it comes to width. The overall height is about the same, but the Transformer is a little bit wider of a device. Now the Transformer is available in I think 3 or 4 different color options. They have an LED version which actually has lights on it, and then they have the standard version that I have here that does not have any lights. And they also have interchangeable sleeves. You could purchase additional sleeves to give your device a completely different look. Starting at the top, we're going to have your stainless steel 510 connection with a gold-plated spring-loaded pin in the center. Now, the Transformer will look good with larger atomizers. Here's a 25 millimeter Kennedy. I'll screw this down, and of course, we have no overhang, and it does sit nice and flush with 25. And if I screw down a 30 millimeter, you'll see 30 also is going to sit flush. And we really don't have overhang. There might be a little tiny bit of overhang that you can barely notice on it, but yeah, it will accommodate your 30 millimeter RDAs and RTAs. On the front, we're going to have your oversized firing switch. We're going to have your 3-button layout like we've seen on the previous Vaporesso devices, which I really like. Now the firing switch at the top right here, nice large button, low profile. I believe it's made of possibly stainless steel or aluminum. Nice and clicky, very responsive, and the location is perfect actually. It's really comfortable to press, no issues with the button. And then of course we do have the very famous Vaporesso 3-button layout. We got your wattage up and down buttons, and we have your menu button or mode button in the center right there. And it just makes it much easier to navigate the menu with the 3 buttons. We will dive into the menu in a moment. In the center, we're going to have your 0.96-inch OLED display. There is not a screen protector on here. Nice, bright, large font, very easy to read indoors and outdoors. I think they did an awesome job on the screen. Below that, we got your micro USB port. We do have 2 amp quick charge over USB, and we also have firmware updates over USB. So at the bottom is going to be your flip style battery door, and of course the way this works is you just pop it open like so. It's a nice tight fit on the battery door. I found no issues with the door. It's not going to pop open if you set it down too hard, but real nice battery door. The batteries inside there are nice and tight. There's going to be absolutely no movement. Pop open your battery door. Dual 18650s, gold-plated battery contacts, and this is where you're going to remove the shell. Now these shells, you can purchase additional ones in different colors, different styles. The price is going to be anywhere between $10 and $15 for a shell, and this shell actually locks into place. So all you're going to do is just pull it off. Hold on, I can do this. Come on. There we go. Slide the shell off. I accidentally pulled the batteries out, but slide the shell off. There's the shell. This is made of a zinc alloy, we have a plastic window right here because the LED version, I believe the LEDs are going to shine through the back and in through the back of the door. The actual mod itself, I believe, is constructed of a hard plastic and zinc alloy, because if you look along right here, you can actually see through the mod itself. So a very, very hard plastic and then a pretty solid zinc alloy. And the way this works, this actually slides. You'll hear it snap and lock into place. And now it's locked on there. It's not going to pop off. It's not loose. And then, of course, depending on the version you get and depending on the shell that you get, you know, each one is going to have a different design, a different layout. I believe we're going to have the LEDs light up along the side right here also. Once again, I don't have the LED version, but I'm assuming that. And I think the back panel right here also lights up. So if you have a look at the photos that I posted, you guys will see that they do offer a variety of different designs. Overall, the construction, you know, even though the mod itself is made of plastic, it's a very heavy, solid feeling device. It doesn't feel cheap by any means. And I think the combination of the zinc alloy shell around the hard plastic actually is going to make for a pretty durable device. Now, the transformer is using the newest Omni board, which is version 2.6. This one will fire all the way up to 220 watts. It has a resistance range of 0.05 up to 5 ohms, and the temperature range 200 up to 600 degrees Fahrenheit. On the main screen, we got your dual battery indicators. We have the boost that you have it set for. We have your little CCW display, customized curve of wattage. We have the resistance of your coil, voltage being applied, the wattage that you have it set for. We have your puff counter and then your puff timer. To access the menu, you're going to hold down that middle mode or menu button. And then inside the menu, we're going to have variable wattage high, variable wattage normal, and soft. CCW, which is customized curve of wattage, which will allow you to adjust the curve of the vape. VT, which stands for variable temperature for stainless steel, nickel, and titanium. And then we have TCR memory bank 1 and memory 2. Bypass will work like an unregulated device. And then system set, we'll have some more settings. We have the time set, the brightness, which is currently turned all the way up. We have your puff counter information, the smart on or off feature, which will recommend a wattage for you depending on the resistance of your coil. The screen timeout, which can be set all the way up to 60 seconds. Version of the firmware, you can reset everything back to default and then go back to exit. On the main screen, 3 clicks of the firing switch, 1, 2, 3, will actually lock the device. You could still vape while it's locked, which I don't like, but you cannot adjust the wattage while it's locked. To unlock it, 1, 2, 3. If we go back into the menu and we select temperature for, let's say, titanium, we could do the TCR set. We can go in there, adjust the wattage for temperature mode. And this one will go all the way up to, I believe, 220 watts in temperature mode. Let's double check that. Yep, 220 watts in temperature mode. And then, of course, there's your main screen with the temperature, VT for variable temperature, and there's your set wattage. Now, if you purchase the kit, they're going to include the NRG sub-ohm tank, and I reviewed this tank a few times before, so we'll run through it really quick. This is a 25 millimeter sub-ohm tank. They actually state that it's 26.5 millimeters, but at the very bottom right here, the very bottom ring measures 25 millimeters. The airflow control ring measures 26.5, and then at the glass tank, it goes back down to 25 millimeters. At the top, they do include a wide bore Delrin drip tip. This is not a standard 810 drip tip because we have O-rings on the actual tip. And when I try to use a standard 810 tip, it doesn't fit inside of there because there's no O-ring inside the tank. There is no 510 drip tip adapter to my knowledge, but then again, I don't have the kit, so I can't really tell you guys if it comes with a 510 adapter or not. To fill this one up, we have the sliding top fill. You'll see the little icon on the front right there, and all you got to do is just give it a turn. I'm going to make it seem complicated. There we go. There's going to be your fill port located on the front, and this one will hold up to 5 mLs of liquid. They do have a smaller mini version that will hold 2 mLs of liquid. We do have dual airflow control slots at the bottom, and the air slots measure 13 millimeter by 2.5 millimeter. And of course, we can adjust the airflow and close it off for a more restricted vape. And then at the bottom, we do have a non-adjustable, what appears to be a silver-plated 510 pin. And if we break down the tank, it's pretty much like every other sub-ohm tank. Just unscrew the base, They will include 2 coil heads, and I know one of the coils is going to be a 0.15, which is rated 50 to 110 watts. And then, of course, they do offer a variety of coil heads for the NRG tank. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be it, guys, for the up close with the NRG and the transformer kit. Let's jump back up and let's have a vape. So let's talk a little bit about the transformer and the NRG tank. Now, I reviewed the NRG before, we talked about it before, and it's a nice sub-ohm tank if you're a lower to mid wattage vapor. I'm going to say anything over 80 or 90 watts is probably not going to be the best because it does start to get a little dry at around 90 watts. The first vape is really good, but after that, it gets really dry. I've been enjoying it at around 70 or 75 watts, and it performs well, it keeps up, has really good flavor, nice smooth airflow. The drip tip that comes with it is not your standard A10 drip tip, so all your standard A10s are not going to work on here, and I don't think it comes with the 510 adapter, so that is a bit of a bummer. We do have the easy swivel top fill feature. It holds a decent amount of liquid. It doesn't burn through the liquid like a beast tank would, and we have a lot of airflow on this one. We do have airflow control, so of course we could tighten off the airflow. Overall, it's not a bad tank. You know, it's a really good sub-ohm tank. Now, the device, the transformer device, the main kind of selling point here is going to be the interchangeable sleeves that you can purchase for this. It only comes with 1 sleeve, and you can purchase additional ones anywhere between 10 or 15 bucks. And it may not be for you, it may not be for the next person, but there are people out there that actually like to change the look of their device from time to time, the whole matchy-matchy game. So, you know, even though I would probably never change out my sleeves, the guy next to me may really love changing out sleeves and going with different colors. And I will say the sleeve design is actually pretty nice the way they did it. You know, the buttons, the batteries, the sleeve is nice and tight, there's no rattle. And to change out the sleeve is pretty easy, just pop the door open. You don't need to remove your batteries, but it just makes it a little bit easier. And just take the sleeve and just slide it off. Take the new sleeve. I always screw this up, pop it on, locks in place. You know, pretty nice. I would have liked to seen the LED version because the previous Vaporesso device that had the LEDs on the back, I think looked awesome. So I think the LED one's going to look pretty sweet. The screen. The screen on this device is beautiful. It's large, it's bright, easy to read, nice large font. I didn't struggle at trying to read it. They did a really good job. And of course, the 3-button layout makes things much easier to navigate. It's using the newest Omni board. There are a few differences in the menu when compared to the previous Vaporesso devices, but as far as performance is about the same. It does feel like it's doing around 200 watts, so it does seem to be pretty accurate, depending on the resistance of your coil. That really matters, and depending on the batteries that you use is very important. The firing switch, you know, it's on the face, it's on the front, which takes a little getting used to, but it's a nice large button, very easy to locate, and I never had any issues with misfires or anything like that. Overall, it's not a bad device. You know, it performs like the previous devices, but it looks completely different. It's not bad looking. If you're using a larger atomizer, it's a good looking mod. I probably wouldn't use something small on top of here because it would look kind of too big. It is a larger device, but it's not bad actually. It performs well, looks good, and you have the option to change out the sleeves to make it look even better. So yeah, at the end of the day, that's pretty much it, guys. That's all I got for you today on the Transformer. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to leave them below. Please, did I say that correctly? No, I didn't. But anyways, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll talk to everyone very, very soon. I am so tired of doing this outro. I'm going to be honest with you guys, all right? Let's just stop for a minute. Let's pause. I am so tired of doing this outro of, if you have any comments or questions, please like, share, and subscribe, blah, 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 blah. Would you guys mind if I got rid of that outro and just said, you know what, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye. How about we do that from now on? We get rid of this outro that is so repetitive for the past 3 years, and we just change it to something simple, all right? So let me know what you think in the comments section. I'm curious. Do you guys want to just make it a simple goodbye? And or do you prefer the long, please like, share, and subscribe kind of thing, all right? So yeah, that's it, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.